students. So today I am going to take up a new poem of ICSE syllabus, that is The Gloves and the Lions by Leigh Hunt. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. So basically the poem The Glove and the Lion is set in a world back in time when the world was full of kings, queens, nobles and knights. This is a ballad. The type of the poem is ballad. Ballad is a poem in which some story or incident has been narrated. So the poem is set in the royal court of King Francis, who along with his nobles, courtiers and ladies, बहुत सारे लोग थे, nobles थे, courtiers थे, ladies थे, was watching the brutal fight between the lions going on in सैंडपिट. वहाँ पे एक एरिना था सैंडपिट जहाँ पे खूब सारी सैंड थी. वहाँ पे लायंस फाइट कर रहे थे. They were seated at a safe distance from where they can watch these lions fighting. वहाँ पे ऊपर की तरफ जैसे क्रिकेट होता है, हम लोग ऐसे करके बैठते हैं, तो these people were up and lions आपस में fight कर रहे थे. And what were they doing? They were entertaining themselves. But the lady love of one of these nobles thought, उसके दिमाग में खुराफात आती है क्या? That her lover was a brave man and that she must test his love for her. क्या ये मुझसे सच में प्यार करता है? आज मौका है. The occasion was ripe. Why? Because all the royal courtiers, including the king himself, was present at that moment. सब लोग वहाँ पे बैठे थे, तो उसको लगता है कि ये बड़ा अच्छा मौका है. This is the right time कि मैं impression जमाऊँ. So what does she do? She, that means the Lord's lover, drops her glove into the pit where the lions were fighting. Why? In the hope that Count the Lord would pick up her glove. वो जाएगा और glove लेके आएगा. And what will happen after that? This will prove his valor and his love for her. What will happen after that? Thereby obtaining her great glory. उसको बड़ी glory मिलेगी. वाह क्या lover है तुम्हारा, कितना brave है, कितना तुमसे प्यार करता है. When she throws her gloves into the pit and the lover understood what she wanted. So he jumped into the pit, retrieved the glove, but when he came back, he threw the glove at her face and left the arena. Why? Because his act was that no true love can do this. And even the king validated his act, who said that whatever you have done is right and claimed that no true love can ever do such kind of thing except vanity, pride that made the lady put her lover into such a risky task. I hope this summary is clear to you. Now moving on to line by line explanation of this poem. So before that, again I would like to remind you all, do not forget to like, share or subscribe to this channel. So let's begin with the poem. But before that, let's read the description which has been given on page number 40. Set against a medieval backdrop where valor and gallantry are prized, Hunt's poem The Glove and the Lion is a humorous means mazakia, narrative that explores the dangers of allying pride and vanity. Vanity means ghamand, rather than love, to dedicate one's action, especially in a romantic relationship. So we should never incorporate pride or vanity in a relationship where love is concerned. जहाँ पे love है वहाँ पे pride और vanity, घमंड का कहीं पे भी कोई जगह नहीं है. Hunt seems to be making a statement against the stereotyping of men as macho creatures who are engaged in a perpetual quest to prove themselves to their lady loves. Generally men हमेशा अपने आप को prove करते रहते हैं, we are so strong. So यहाँ पे एक तरह से Hunt is trying to make a statement against the stereotype. Generally जो men हैं they are always supposed to prove their love to the lady life. तो उस पे ये थोड़ा सा comment types है. The poem is to be read and enjoyed for its lyricism and gentle humor without trying to discover a central message or moral. It is just a humorous poem and one should enjoy without finding the real theme or the message behind it. So let's begin with the poem The Gloves and the Lion by Leigh Hunt. King Francis was a hearty king and loved a royal sport. So the poem begins with the speaker describing the royal sport and the king. So the royal sport is the fight between the lions in an arena which was being watched by King Francis. So King Francis was a hearty king and loved a royal sport. So King Francis was a good-hearted, kind, and a just king, and he loved a royal sport. So here the royal sports means the fight of the lions. लड़ाई करते थे इन लोग का रॉयल स्पोर्ट क्या होता था, जो लायंस होते थे उनको भूखा रखते थे और उसके बाद उनको लड़ाते थे. क्यों लड़ाते थे? They used to feel very energetic, they used to feel very excited. Wow, पावरफुल फील होता था कि देखो कितने अच्छे से फाइट कर रहे हैं, खून गिर रहा है. So these people used to enjoy that. And one day, as his lions fought, sat looking on the court. So King Francis was once surrounded by his courtiers and the lady. Here, hearty means, as I've told you, good-hearted, kind, and just ruler. So King Francis was a very kind, good-hearted man, and one day where he was sitting with all his aristocrats, lords, ladies, and everyone was surrounding him, sat looking on the court, and everyone was sitting, they were sitting in the court and they were looking at the lions. The nobles filled the benches. So here aristocrats, all the lords, aristocrats, they filled the benches, everyone was sitting. The ladies in their pride, and the ladies with a lot of attitude and pride, they were sitting over there. So ladies can be compared to the pride of the lions also. And amongst them sat the Count de Lodge with one for whom he sighed. So sighed here shows the deep breath, expression of pride. One couple in particular who captures king's attention is Count de Lodge and his lady love. That means Count de Lodge जो है वो यहाँ पे बैठे हुए थे along with his lady love for whom his heart sighed. उसका दिल उसके लिए sigh करता था, वो बहुत ज़्यादा love करता था, and he was sitting with that girl. And truly, it was a gallant thing to see that crowning show, Valor in love and king above, and the royal beast below. So it was a very, very entertaining show. The fight of the lions was in progress. The sight was not for weak-hearted people. The whole stadium was filled with people with sentiments of both love and valor. Valor means courage. So बहुत ज़्यादा strengthful, courageous people were sitting. It was not a sight for the weak-hearted. कमज़ोर दिल वाला वो सीन नहीं देख सकता था. The king was looking down on the beast below. नीचे जो animals fight कर रहे थे, खून निकल रहा था, उनको king and all सब लोग देख रहे थे. Gallant means brave thing. So it was actually a brave thing to see that crowning show. वो बहुत ज़्यादा bravery का काम था उस show को देखना, because weak-hearted people उसको नहीं देख सकते थे. Valor and love, that means strength and love, and king above, king भी ऊपर बैठे हुए थे, and the royal beast below. So royal beast यहाँ पे दो चीज़ों को रेफर कर रहे हैं, the lion as well as the nobles. Why? Because they both fight among themselves to gain the favor of the kings. दोनों लोग आपस में fight करते हैं, चाहे lions हो या nobles हो, to gain the favor of the king. Next, rammed and roared the lions. Rammed मतलब walk on the slope. And roared the lions. So atmosphere of fight यहाँ पे show कर रहे हैं, between the lions is described. यहाँ पे बुरी तरह से जो fight हो रही है उसको describe कर रहे हैं. Rammed and roared the lions with horrid laughing jaws. Horrid means horrible. They bit, they glared. Glared means to look angrily at someone. Gave blows like beans. Beans मतलब block of wood. A wind went with their paws. They were making huge commotion. वो बहुत ज़्यादा commotion create कर रहे थे. With wallowing might, wallowing मतलब rolling in the mud, and stifled roared, they rolled on one another. Stifled means suppressed, दबी हुई. So we can see that the second stanza focuses on the lions fight. यहाँ पे lion की fight को describe किया है. The lions are engaged in a vicious battle with one another. भयानक battle हो रहा है, आपस में सब एक दूसरे के ऊपर fight कर रहे हैं. With horrid looking laughing jaws, भयानक jaws हैं. They were fighting and tearing into one another. एक दूसरे में कट रहे हैं, मर रहे हैं, बस फाड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. भूखे lions को लड़ाया जाता है. Their blows were strong, बहुत strong एक दूसरे पे पंजे मार रहे हैं like the wind, and it appears as if को wind को बिल्कुल एकदम से apart कर दे रहे हैं, इतना speed में उनके paws जा रहे हैं. The wind seemed to move alongside their paws, इतनी speed में उनके paws आगे move कर रहे हैं. They are making huge commotion, बहुत noise create कर रहे हैं. How? By rolling on one another, एक दूसरे पे roll कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे को गिरा रहे हैं, and because of this there is a huge noise, huge commotion, बहुत ज़्यादा huge commotion हो रहा है. And despite sitting at a safe distance, king ऊपर बैठा हुआ है, फिर भी वो क्या बोल रहे हैं? Till all the pit with sand and mane. Mane is the long hair on the neck of the lion. जो बड़े बड़े ऐसे ऐसे hair होते हैं on the neck of the lion, उसको mane बोलते हैं. Was in a thunderous smoother. Smoother means cover. So their entire hair, everything around was covered in the sand. जो sand थी, सब कुछ उसको cover कर रखा था. The bloody foam above the bars came whisking through the air. Said Francis then, "Fake gentlemen, we are better here than there." Despite sitting at a safe distance from the arena where the animals were fighting, जहाँ पे animals लड़ रहे थे, उससे काफी distance पे थे, king and all, king can still feel the bloody foam that is whisking through the air. कस के खून की हल्की हल्की छींटें आ रही हैं, वो blood जो है वो carried by the air है, वो spread हो रहा है, हर जगह हल्की हल्की छींटें सब जगह पड़ रही हैं, far and wide, दूर दूर तक छींटें आ रही हैं. He believes that he and those around him, जो वो believe करते हैं, king believe करते हैं कि भैया बहुत अच्छी बात है कि हम लोग we are better off here than there. अच्छा हम लोग इतनी दूर पे हैं, वहाँ पे नहीं है. बाप रे बाप, कितना भयानक ये लोग fight कर रहे हैं. That is, they are better off in the arena than in the sand pit below where the lions were fighting. अच्छा है हम लोग इतना दूर है, इस एरिना में है, ना कि वहाँ पे जहाँ पे lions आपस में fight कर रहे थे. The Lord's love overheard the king, a beauteous, lively dame with smiling lips and sharp bright eyes, which always seemed the same. So, Count the Lord's beloved overheard the king's comment कि हम लोग बहलिया है, यहाँ पे हैं, वहाँ पे नहीं है. She was a lively, beautiful young woman. वो बहुत sweet सी young थी. She had smiling lips, sharp bright eyes, which always looked the same in beauty and charm. हमेशा एक cool, smooth face पे हमेशा smile रहती थी. She thought that her lover was as brave as one should be. जितना brave person को होना चाहिए, उतना brave तो मेरा husband, मेरा lover है ही है. And that he would do wonderful things to prove his love for her. मेरे लिए तो ये कुछ भी कर सकता है, अपने love को prove करने के लिए मेरा lover कुछ भी कर सकता है. So what did she see? She saw that the king and the noble couples all were present over there. सब लोग वहाँ पे present हैं. The occasion was very ripe. It was perfect to grab the attention. सबका अटेंशन इस समय यहाँ पे है. So what does she decide? She decides to throw her glove into the lions arena. जहाँ पे lions fight कर रहे हैं, उस arena में वो decide करती है that she'll throw her gloves. She thought the count, my lover, is brave as brave can be. जितना एक brave person हो सकता है, उतना brave तो मेरा lover है ही है. He surely would do wondrous things to show his love for me. मेरे love को show करने के लिए, prove करने के लिए वो तो कुछ भी कर सकता है. He can do wondrous things. Kings, ladies, lovers, all look on. Everyone was present. Everyone was looking at this moment. Everyone was looking at the show which was going on. कौन सा show था? Lions का जो fight चल रहा था. The occasion is divine. Divine means absolutely perfect to grab the attention. बिल्कुल ripe है, बिल्कुल correct time है. I'll drop my gloves to prove his love. Great glory will be mine. So she actually wanted to become the center of attraction. यार अगर मैंने gloves यहाँ पे फेंक दिए और मेरा boyfriend, मेरा जो lover है वो मेरे लिए ले आएगा, तो यार कितनी सब मेरी वाहवाही करेंगे. वाह, I will be the most beloved and everyone will admire me कि यार क्या lover है. Everyone would feel jealous of me कि यार कितना अच्छा lover है तुम्हारा, उसने अपने तुम्हारे लिए इतना बड़ा risk लिया. She dropped her gloves to prove his love, then looked at him and smiled. He bowed and in a moment leaped among the lions wild. So to prove his love means to test his love for her. So what does she do? She drops her glove and She actually just wanted to see क्या मुझसे सच में प्यार करता है, चलो आज पता चलेगा. And looked at him and smiled कि जाओ ना लेके आओ. He bowed, he understood, and in a moment leaped among the lions wild, and he just jumps into that arena जहाँ पे lions were fighting. The leap was quick, return was quick, and he regained his place. The leap was very quick before anyone could react also. The lions could not understand क्या हुआ. वो जल्दी से जाता है and he takes his place back once again. जल्दी से वो अपनी जगह वापस आ जाता है. So far everything was going according to her plan. सब कुछ बड़ा अच्छा अच्छा जा रहा था, जैसा उसने सोचा था वैसे ही हो रहा था. Then threw the glove, but not with love, right in the lady's face. So what happens? The Count the Lodge find this act of hers very offensive. He was not at all happy with this act. Instead of showing his love for her, what does he do? He throws the glove at her face. वो गुस्से में उसके मुंह पे ग्लव मार देता है. And he simply stands up and exits the arena. उस जगह को छोड़ के चला जाता है. Why? Because he was not at all happy with this act. इस act से वो बहुत unhappy feel करता है, बहुत नाराज होता है. Why? He thought no lover would set a dangerous task like that. अगर कोई सच्चा lover होता तो कभी ऐसा वो नहीं करता. By God, said Francis, rightly done. And he rose from where he sat. No love, quoth he, but vanity sets love a task like that. Even King Francis was surprised, and he utters that you have done absolutely right. Count the Lodge से कहता है बिल्कुल सही किया. He understands that she had done all these things just to grab everyone's attention. वो चाहती थी कि सबका attention मेरी तरफ आए. King Francis को ये बात समझ में आ जाता है. And just in order to show her vanity. Why? Because एक genuine lover कभी भी अपने लवर को ऐसी रिस्की सिचुएशन में नहीं डाल सकती. इन किंग्स ओपिनियन एक लवर अपने किसी बिलवेड को इतने ज़्यादा रिस्की सिचुएशन में नहीं डाल सकती अगर वो उससे ट्रू लव करती है. दैट मीन्स ये जो लड़की थी ये जस्ट आउट ऑफ वैनिटी, जस्ट आउट ऑफ ग्रैबिंग अटेंशन उसने ये टास्क किया था. सो आई होप this poem is clear to you. If you have any doubts, please do ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer all your doubts, but before that, again, I would like to request you not to forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Now let's move on to the theme of the poem. So the theme of the poem is true love and vanity. ट्रू लव एंड वैनिटी, घमंड कभी ट्रू लव में नहीं होता है. देर इज नो प्लेस फॉर वैनिटी इन ट्रू लव. In her vanity, the lady did not realize that she was actually risking the life of her beloved. And eventually, what happens? She loses his love for her. जो उसका थोड़ा बहुत प्यार था वो भी हमेशा के लिए खत्म हो जाता है. So there is no place for vanity in true love. Again, I would like to request you all, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Bye.